Hey, what is going on, my fellow reefers? This video here is going to be the 2-year update on the so-called reef tank. It's not really a reef tank because it looks like shit and things of that nature. But anyways, this is the 2-year update. The video is a couple weeks late. I've been pretty busy at work and whatnot, so I just thought I'd finally had some time. Took a day off of work to get around to record this video, so we'll just kind of jump right in. And as you can see, I do have algae still. Most of my corals will not open. They've been like this for several months now. Time to step up the water change game, I do believe. The only thing that's really not open is just the zoas, and I have lost some zoas. I had some Miami Vice zoas that were back there on that rock. Those melted. I had some sandstorm pallies up here. Those have melted. Fish-wise, you probably know I lost my big-eyed squirrelfish a few months back when I moved in. And my McCosker's flasher wrasse decided to jump out of the tank. I was looking for him one day, I couldn't find him. I was like, okay, well, he's probably sleeping in the sand bed somewhere. A couple days go by, and I did, that day when I couldn't find him, I did search around the aquarium, and I couldn't find him anywhere. See, I do have carpet. And about 3 days went by, and I still couldn't find him, and so I decided to look around the tank again, and happened to see him. He was behind my little apex deal here. He was laying way back down there. I could barely see him. That's where he was, dried up. As far as the other fish, they're all still doing good. Here's one of my maroon gold nugget clowns. Absolutely gorgeous fish. They're probably my favorite. There's the other one, the bigger one. The bigger one there, I believe that's a female. From what I've read, the females get bigger than the males. And she does that all the time. Moves the sand around with her tail. And she also thinks she is the boss of the tank. She bosses all these other fish around. There's my Blenny. Better get him because he's usually hard to get a hold of. That's usually where he chills, is right there by that hammer, which I'm surprised is still alive. I've had that thing for probably 6 months now. It's the longest I've ever been able to keep a hammer. Probably longer than that, actually. Let's see. So the other fish I have in here, there's my red-tailed tamarin wrasse. He's skittish right now. There's the coral beauty. Beautiful fish as well. There's that tamarin wrasse. He likes to hide when I get up to the tank. He's kind of skittish. But an absolutely beautiful fish. And I have a flame angel, which should be easy to spot, but there it is. He's hiding. Usually they all come out when I come up to the tank because they think it's feeding time. But he has great markings as well. Something I've been kind of concerned, I was wondering why the corals may not be opening, is obviously water conditions is probably one. But I don't know if you can see. But on these rocks, see these little things sticking out here? Right, like right there. I have them everywhere on these rocks, and I don't know what they are. I don't know if it's normal, but they're like little spikes, and they will stick in your finger. Because when I moved these rocks, I had a bunch of them stuck in my finger. I mean, they're all over these rocks, and some of them are kind of growing in with the zoas and such. So I don't know if that's normal or whatever. that's pretty much it on that. As you can see, my Chaeto has grown massively since I finally got a new light. So no worries there. I did have some people saying I need to turn my light on. It's like, well, if you actually watched my last video, you would know that I told you in the video my light went out, didn't work. So anyways, that's good to go again. As you can see, everything in here is running like it should be. I also have some pretty bad algae on the power heads, on the return there. As you can see that there, that's stuff you can just pull right off. Just haven't got around to it because I tried to do real views. I still do have running the Kessel AP700. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the fish room. There's obviously the apex, the brains. I got my little doser, Neptune doser there, alk and calcium. There's my ATO, test table and such. My other little tank here, 29-gallon Fowler, just has a Huma Picasso trigger and a freshwater molly. That's pretty much about it in that tank. And then we'll take you around. And here I have my RODI. Just kind of chilling. Oh, and I'll show you, it goes into the laundry room here. And I have it hooked up that way. And I got the drain just going right down the drain. I don't have a washer and dryer because I have a brand new Samsung washer and dryer coming today. As a matter of fact, in about an hour they'll be here. So stay tuned for that video if you're interested. And we'll back into the fish room. And I've got my cabinet full of fish shit, fish supplies, food and whatnot. There's my barrel that I put my water in. And the cool thing about this is I've got this pump in here and this long ass hose. Like before I moved, I had to manually carry 5-gallon buckets up and down basement stairs all the time. With this, I just plug it into the apex. That's why I have it sitting out there. I just run the cord straight to the apex, flip it on, and pumps water wherever I want it. I absolutely love it. About a 20-foot hose on there. Definitely more than I need, but these are just empties for when I do water changes. And that is the little fish room tour. So I definitely need to step up the water change game. I have manually removed some of that algae before and it just grows back. I've turned the lights out for 3 days because like during the day a lot of these corals will get covered in like a brown algae. So I don't know, nothing's really working. I just need to step up the water change game, I guess, and get that going. So anyways guys, as always, I appreciate you watching. You can leave a like if you did. You can always subscribe if you want. Remember guys, happiness is a reef tank, and I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.